Howdy folks, Nathan Adlen here at the 2016 North American International Auto Show, and this is the 2017 Honda Ridgeline. And coming up next, everything you wanted to know. What are we looking at here? This looks like a brand new vehicle.
So it is. This is the all-new Ridgeline, second generation of our innovative, really revolutionary pickup truck. You guys may recall 10 years ago, really almost to the day, this car won North American Truck of the Year. So, we have big hopes for next year, but this vehicle is as revolutionary as the prior generation of Ridgeline. We brought all the capability that people come to expect of really the first unibody pickup truck on the market, expanded that into a new generation with class-leading fuel economy, class-leading acceleration, the best on-road manners, and all the truck capability that really anybody should need.
Now, there's a lot of Honda Pilot in this vehicle, but there's also some innovations that go from last year's model, the last version of it, to this one, including a wider bed and I believe a trunk under the bed that is different than it was before.
That's correct. So the bed actually got bigger, so it's 5 feet wide. And it's got a flat bed in there, so you can load really 4x8 sheets of plywood very easily in there. It also got longer, a few inches longer, which extends its capability to haul our largest dirt bikes, our largest ATVs, because Honda is also a motorcycle manufacturer. The trunk, in-bed trunk, it's watertight, sealable, has a drain plug in it if you wanted to fill it with ice and use it like a cooler. But what we've done is we changed the shape of it slightly, flattened out the floor of it to allow you to put a large 64-quart cooler in there. And so that'll fit in there perfectly now, lift in and out, and provide that nice secure storage for that.
And the tailgate is still the same, where it moves in two different directions.
Yeah, it's a dual hinge tailgate, so it opens just like any other truck, but unique to the Ridgeline, it also opens to the side, which provides you with that really good access to the in-bed trunk. It also gives you a really good way to step up into the bed if you're trying to get in and out and load things, because once that's down, you can kind of put your hand up on the back of the tailgate, step onto the step into there. So it makes a really good, useful way to access the bed.
Excellent. Now, it's a 3.5 liter V6, is that correct?
That's correct. It's largely the same engine that's in the current Pilot, which was a finalist for North American Truck of the Year. So it's good. Same engine there, great acceleration, great fuel economy, 3.5 liter direct injected V6.
What transmission does it have?
So we're not getting to the full specs yet on every single thing. And as you know, on Pilot, there are multiple trims and multiple different things. We're not releasing all of those details yet on Pilot.
I see. Thank you so much. Check this out. This is a longer and much wider bed. Are you seeing this? This is great. But there's something very interesting, and Chris is going to take us through it about the exterior speakers that are in here. Go ahead.
So available on the new Ridgeline is a in-bed speaker system. So what we've got is 6 total what we're calling exciters, which basically turn the bed into speaker. So they're mounted on the sides and in the front of the rear bed, and basically using Bluetooth audio or any of the inputs from the interior. You can play the radio or whatever else while you're parked. It won't operate while you're driving. You can basically do a tailgating experience and have that audio coming through these speakers in the rear.
Now those are located on the inside, so you can't see them.
You can't see anything. The reason for that is so they can't get damaged when you're loading things. If you're loading mulch or whatever else, you don't want to be loading it over an electronic component. And they can't get damaged. You can't see them. They're not exposed to the elements, so it's a really good, clean way to present a good tailgating opportunity.
So this plastic on the outside actually moves around and becomes the speaker.
Right. So we're calling these speakers the in-bed audio system. That they have these exciters, which is a component of a speaker. Typically you've got the cone and you've got the exciter and you have an enclosure. All of that is being made out of the structure of the bed and the truck itself.
It's fascinating. Can you show us this section here, which is the in-bed?
Sure. So this is, of course, the dual action tailgate, which is unique to Ridgeline. Only Honda has this. and it allows you to use it like a normal bed, just like I had, or swing it open like this, which allows you close-in access to items that you have in the bed, or easy access to this trunk, which I don't, which is not opening because it's not unlocked.
That's okay.
But we'll get it open. Is it open now? So there we go. It helps to have a key. Well, that'll just show you that no one can get into your trunk. It's lockable.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have the key, you're not getting in there to steal either your tools, your toys, your generator, whatever you have stored in there.
Now, it used to have a bit of a lump on one side of it. Now it's completely even and flat.
Exactly. So it's been reshaped. The idea behind reshaping it was we have a lot of people who do use the current Ridgeline for tailgating, and they've asked us to see if we could fit a full-size cooler in there more easily. And so that's basically the shape of this, is to fit a full-size large cooler in here now. Flat floor, still has the drain plug right here.
Oh, there it is.
So you could theoretically fill this with ice and just drain it out when you're done. Have beers or Cokes or whatever your preference might be. And it just really is about, extending that tailgating experience, but also making it useful. If you're going skiing or whatever, you can throw your wet gear in here, let all the ice melt off of it, and then just drain it or wash it out later.
That is fantastic.
Extending on that, let me show you this. If you come around here, there's also this, which is available. This is a rear power outlet. And in addition to just being able to supply up to 400 watts max through a rear power outlet, this area here is large enough to actually put in one of those power tool battery chargers.
Oh,
so
sure.
Say if you were using this as a work truck, you could put that charger in here, plug your battery in, go to your next job site, and by the time you get there, your battery's charged.
So this will feed even on the move.
Right. So this thing closes up. It's it's watertight when it's closed. An additional way that we have seen to use it is with the in-bed speaker system. If you're tailgating, you can plug your iPhone or whatever audio device you have in right here, Bluetooth connect it to the audio system, have it plugged in so it's not killing your battery, but still have access to change music and things like that while you're outside of the truck. So it's a good place to power your devices, and of course you could plug a blender in there too if that was your,
some people,
if that was what you
has
wanted.
it, some people do that.
Some people do that, yeah.
Now, one of the things Honda tried to do last time with the Honda Ridgeline is to make it the ultimate utility truck. And I think they succeeded on a certain level. Well, they've taken that and gone up a step with this vehicle.
So this is a similar feature to what we had on the prior generation Ridgeline. We had this same sort of configurable seat. It's a 60/40 fold. What we have done is we've sculpted out underneath the seat to provide even more space under the seat. You could fit a whole set of golf clubs under the seat now and have people sitting on top of it. So it provides a much more useful space. But what the seats really do cool is they fold up, either one or both of them, and you can fit really tall objects securely inside the space. We've had people with bicycles that they load into the back. It's just another way to have a more configurable, versatile sort of cargo and passenger carrying capability.
This is very similar to the Honda Fit and its magic rear seats, but
right,
just a much larger scale.
Exactly. And a lot of people will, I've gone camping in the prior generation Ridgeline, and I had my tents and duffel bags and everything under the seats with the whole family in here, trunk loaded, and then motorcycles in the back of the truck. So it just gives you a lot of different places to put what you need to go live your active lifestyle.
And once again, what is the payload approximately? What are you
So payload we haven't finalized yet. We're expecting it to get somewhere around 1,600 pounds worth of payload, but that is not yet set in stone.
And how about towing?
Towing, we haven't announced the spec yet. So we're doing our best to try to be able to maximize towing and payload for our consumers, but we want to make sure that we make the claim that's really accurate.
And you haven't released any MPG number, right?
We haven't. What we have said, it will be class leading in the midsize truck segment.
Now there is one final thing that's very different, and that is the availability of a front-wheel drive truck.
That is true.
That is going to be come out at the same time as this one?
We haven't announced all of the details of how the rollout will occur, and there are a lot of specs yet to be announced on the truck.
So when is this truck slated to come out?
In the spring of this year, so it's really soon. So there will be more details coming soon, but we're holding back a little bit to kind of keep the excitement rolling forward.
Thank you so much for joining me at the 2016 North American International Auto Show. This is interesting and worth waiting for. For the Fast Lane Truck, this is Nathan Adlen. Don't forget to go to TFLtruck.com for wall-to-wall coverage of the 2016 North American International Auto Show. Howdy folks, Nathan Adlen here at the 2016 North American International Auto Show, and this is a special guest because it's the all-new 2017 Raptor Super Crew. And coming up next, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about its 10-speed automatic transmission, and we're going to talk about its new engine. Just wait until you see what we have in store for you.